What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane back again with another Powerbook 3 Raising Kanan video. And in this video, I am breaking down episode 7. Let's get into it. Y'all, episode 7 was definitely an action-packed one. Whew, we start out with Lulu hitting one of Unique's lieutenant. But what I'm just trying to understand is, Lou, how did you miss? How did you miss with the semi-automatic weapon, sir? And this man knee-deep in this girl's, you know what? Like, make it make sense, sir. And then juxtaposed to Lulu making this hit, we get to see Rock going to dinner with Davina and Kanan. This is her officially meeting Davina because Kanan is head over heels and is still very much so in love with Davina. And I'm trying to figure out, when is it going to come out that she's responsible for the stash house, because the way that this information has just been sat on and sat on and sat on, and I'm gonna need Kanan to put 2 and 2 together. I know you love kissing on this girl and all that, but we got a problem, bro, and I need you to address it. And also at this dinner, Kanan surprises Rock with Symphony. Thank God, because Lord knows we need more sensible men in the circumstances. Lulu is cool and all, but he's also getting a little bit distracted, getting a little bit frustrated, and Symphony just adds a great balance to Rock, in my opinion. After a little bit of discussion, a little bit of apologize, a little bit of baby pleasing, we definitely get to see Rock go ahead and concede, and they have a wonderful dinner. It's so good to see. Like, it's almost like they're completely normal family. Come on. I wrote a note when I was going through the breakdown for this video, y'all, or watching this video, and I'm like, Symphony is literally that guy. He says all the right things, does all the right things, sings off key. Sis, he's a keeper. Make sure that you keep him, Rock. We like him. And then you can see during the dinner that Kanan is taking notes from Symphony on how Symphony is treating his mom and just making her feel like the only girl in the world. Start to see him do the little things that Symphony does to Rock, to Davina, like grabbing her hand at dinner. So cute. We love to see it. And then from there we get to see Jukebox and Nicole, which they're prepping for Jukebox to crash her debutante little dance thingy majiggy. It's really cute to see them. However, you can just tell by the tone and how upbeat it is at the start of the episode that this will not last long. It was so great to see until we see the moment where Jukebox goes off to get Nicole a pretzel, and then Nicole is like trying to give Jukebox a note, but then finds this crack in in her bag and she takes it. Y'all, I definitely thought we were going to get Nicole for a little bit longer. I did not think that how it played out was how it was going to play out. Like, I thought that she was at least going to get hooked, start fiending life a little bit, doing something, and things escalated very quickly. But first, how did she get the crack? Okay, she got the crack from Jukebox's book bag, but how did Jukebox have crack in her book bag? Because you don't do none of that drug stuff that her dad do. She does it on purpose. That's why she, hit slicks. Oh, because Detective Howard rolled up on Kanan while Kanan was walking after cooking some of this ridiculous crack, and he passes it off to Jukebox because he thinks that he's getting pulled up, when in all actuality Detective Howard is just checking in and trying to check Kanan's temperature to see if he knows that he's his dad yet. Come on now with these layers and the tension and the drama, bruh. All of those things had to happen for Nicole to wind up getting this horrible dose of crack and ultimately ODing. Yes, y'all, in this episode we get to see Nicole die after hitting the crack that she took from Jukebox's book bag. And we don't necessarily know by the end of episode 7 that Juke knows what happened or puts 2 and 2 together, because we definitely don't see that. All we see from Jukebox the rest of the episode is her waiting for Nicole to come out from the dance to get her, and she never does. But we get the play-by-play of Nicole in her house, or her mom trying to pressure her to have sex with a boy because she hoping that this boy is, I guess, going to sex the lesbian out of her. Like, I just can't with some of these parents. Like, bruh, what do y'all be thinking? But anyway, we definitely spend a lot of time with Nicole because it's at the end for her. And ultimately she passes away after hitting this, but we get to see her listen to the mixtape that Jukebox made for her, get to process, get to confront her mom, like all of these things, which honestly makes a really beautiful setup for her demise. I know that sounds kind of cryptic, but it does. Now, going back to Kanan and Davina. Davina, after the dinner, when Kanan takes her home, she talks to Kanan about having heard Famous's song, and it makes her question him. And ultimately, she gets interrupted by the next door neighbor who was babysitting her sister, so she can't press him even harder. But we know that this is a seed, right? This is a seed for her to actually follow up on, and she's not done with Kanan yet, because she makes a point of like, yeah, Famous is not in this life, but you are, so what it is and what it ain't. So I think definitely the stuff about Davina and the stash house is going to come out, but then also it's going to come out that Kanan is the one who actually shot Buck 20, or at least for her, because they definitely got a confrontation in brewing. Now let's get the Kanan in this damn house, y'all. in this damn crack house. So he thinks he's big and bad, even though at the start of the episode we get to see him saying that, yes, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said what I said about Scrappy. I was wrong. I was wrong. Sir, why didn't you keep the same humble energy? Why didn't you keep the same humility? Because when you roll up to the cookhouse, you got this big monkey on your back like you big bad and you about to cook and you said this and the gas station's only going because of you and it stops and goes because you say so. And these two dummies listen to you. I can't. He literally cooks up the most horrible batch of crack ever that starts to kill people. It definitely killed Nicole. But thank God that they didn't actually put it at the gas station, that they put out testers first, because they dropping junkies left and right all throughout the hood. Marvin gets word, and even Marvin, Marvin is like flabbergasted by how dumb this is and how dumb this little boy is. And this is Marvin. And you know Marvin knows some dumb shit, right? Marvin lives and knows some dumb shit, but even this caught him off guard. He's like, how do you kill somebody with crack? Crack is one of the hardest things to kill people with, which is the beauty of it, which we definitely got a little lesson there. It was definitely great writing. It speaks about the drug, so that's unfortunate. But Kanan, like, what are you doing? You can definitely see moments throughout this whole series of like when Kanan thinks he knows it all or knows too much is when he be picking up. It needs to click in his brain like, yo, when I think I know something, I don't know nothing at all. Let me go ahead, shut up and sit down because I can't. Okay, also Kanan, you cooked this bull crap crack, right? Then you decide to take a souvenir with you. Why, sir? Why? Why did you even have it on you? You're not a corner boy. You're not the one who's actually moving it. So why did you even have it on you so that you needed to pass it off when Detective Power pulls you up? So that Jukebox takes it, accidentally has it on her, and now her seemingly interested, not yet cracked out girlfriend grabs it and kills herself. It's Kanan just consistently effing up for me. Now, also in this episode, we get to see Rock and the bodega owner's wife connect. She makes the connection for Rock to get the new connect, and though we don't get to see the actual transaction happen, we definitely get to see Rock make a good impression on him. So shout out to him. This is going to be very, very interesting. And then also in this episode, we get to see Rock talk with Symphony while they're together earlier in the episode about how she's sorry. She really releases control, and I feel like they did this visually at the start. So when they're going at it initially, he's like, yo, we got time, and she's like, oh, not to slow down BS again, and he's like, yo, you don't have to always be in control. And then you get to see her visually like release and surrender, which is so dope, right? And then later on we get to see her say, yo, I was wrong, I said too much about when it came to my son, I'm sorry, I'm glad that he has you. And then she also starts to talk about a family and having more kids and slowing down. She doesn't talk about getting out the life. She talks about taking a step back, which is very interesting. I'm going to make a video to talk about Ghost, Lulu, and Rock in reference to their greater plans, their retirement plans, and all of that. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you do not miss that video. And last but not least, y'all, Unique rolls up on Lulu, tries to make him an offer to get him to flip on Rock, and bruh, that ain't gonna happen. You should have known that. And I love the way that Lulu gets them together. Malcolm Mays, you better play Lulu, yo. Like, his aura, his vibe, everything just be hitting, and I'm just like, bruh, we love to see it. What did y'all think about episode 7? It was definitely very drama filled, had a little bit of action with the scene with Lulu trying to take old boy out. Definitely got a lot more context and a lot of character development, and I enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. It's your good sis Erica Vane. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, join the tribe, and don't miss any of my Raising Kanan videos. A full playlist is linked for you on screen right now, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.